Gonna navigate my way here. Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome to today. This is going to be a quick craft for Thanksgiving time, and I personally think this is a really great idea because, as everyone is aware, 2020 has been a very stressful year. We've had a lot of ups and downs, and a lot of things happen that weren't expected to happen, and so yeah, this jar I think is just a really great idea because it'll help us remember all the things that we are thankful for and help us remember all the things that we may forget on a daily basis. So this jar, which you're going to need for this craft, is a wide mouth jar, mason jar, some ribbon if you want, and some scraps of paper. Now the idea behind this craft is to make a jar that you put things in that you are thankful for. So whenever you're having a bad day or you're caught up in how the world is not in the greatest place at the moment, you can take a slip of paper out and read off what you are thankful for, some things that you may have forgotten about. And so to begin, I'm going to make a label, and I'm going to call my jar the Blessings Jar. Gosh, maybe not. Okay, so I have wrote out on my labels what I want to call it. I'm going to go ahead and stick that to my lid here. Well, it's too wide for my lid, so I'm going to stick it on the side then. Okay. So I've got my two labels on here that say Blessings Jar. It doesn't look the greatest, I will admit, but I'm working with what I have. I'm sure yours will look beautiful if you happen to attempt this. Now I'm going to attempt to make a bow with this ribbon. I honestly couldn't tell you the last time it was that I tied a bow. So, if it looks awful, that is why. I don't even know. I'm just making up these steps as I go. Come on, bold. And I have a pointer if you're going to attempt this. Maybe not use a thick ribbon like I am because they are very hard to manipulate into going the way you want them to go. And they like to slide off the jar. So I would recommend maybe doing your bow beforehand and hot gluing it to look like how you want it to look. That would have been a great idea for me to do. Mine kind of just looks like a sash, but it's okay. The sentiment is there. So now that I have my really awful bow tie here. Ah! See, I'm trying. It's just not working with me very well. My really awful bow tie that would not win any competitions. Let's see if I can tuck that back in there. So yeah, I'd say use a thinner ribbon and definitely invest in some hot glue if you can. It would make this a million times easier. So, there is my poorly made bow, but the sentiment is there. And I'm going to go ahead and write out a blessing. I'm going to put all of these in here. All of my blessings so far. I'm going to write out a new one as well. So, get my scrap of paper here. Okie dokie. I have written down my blessing. And my blessing says, I am blessed to have people in my life who make my days brighter. So I'm going to stick this in my jar here and put my lid on. And anytime that I'm feeling like down or sad or just worried about life in general, I will open my jar and I will take out a blessing and remember that there's a million things in my life that are great and that I should be so thankful for. And sometimes I really do take them for granted, and I'm sure you guys do too, because life is so fast-paced and we often focus on what's going on around us so intently that we forget to focus on the people in our lives and to focus on what we have instead of what we do not have. So I think this jar is a really great idea. It's really easy, and I hope you find that there's a lot of things in your life to be blessed about. All right, thank you guys.